Look closely at people who maintain awe-inspiring discipline. You will often spot a strange paradox. The tighter they grip their routines, the further their lives seem to slide in the wrong direction. James Clear's methodology is sound, yet the massive success of Atomic Habits masks a deeper threat: the quiet assumption that building good habits will automatically save a life. The book itself offers immense psychological relief. It gives you permission to drop the exhausting pressure of sheer willpower and replace it with the calm, predictable architecture of a system. You adopt a rhythm of tiny actions. You set phone reminders, do 5 minutes of light exercise, organize your desk, and check off boxes in a daily tracker. Over time, this creates a remarkably smooth illusion. It tricks the brain into equating these tiny functional improvements in your daily routine with a meaningful upgrade in your actual quality of life. But a rigid law governs all this effort. If the underlying trajectory of your life is off course, a flawless loop of discipline cannot save you. Pouring extreme productivity into a misaligned life doesn't fix the alignment. It merely glazes and reinforces the bars of an invisible cage, locking you into your current path. This diagram shows a downward trajectory. Add a habit cycle, and the system spins flawlessly while moving entirely the wrong way. The tragedy is the lack of friction. It runs so perfectly, you never experience the breakdown required to question your destination. A highly modern, optimized routine does not correct a wrong ultimate goal. It simply ensures you arrive at that destination with peak efficiency. Consider the person who wakes up strictly at 5 a.m. every morning, weighing their food to the gram to carve out a perfect physique. Often, that intense physical control is a subconscious coping mechanism. It is an attempt to manufacture order to compensate for the emotional damage of staying in a toxic, mismatched relationship. Or, look at someone who masters flawless time management techniques to become 10 times more productive at project execution. That newfound work efficiency is being poured into a career path they have secretly despised for half a decade. There are those who rigidly schedule every minute of their day, color-coding blocks of time, simply to sustain a life that feels completely hollow. This entire phenomenon is a form of sugar-coated self-betrayal. It is a profound internal compromise, wrapped up in clean, socially acceptable discipline. Society eagerly applauds this behavior. Other people see high performance and immediately reward the visible metrics of success. They praise densely packed bullet journals, the unbroken streaks of green checkmarks, the lean bodies, and the back-to-back meeting calendars. The devastating irony here is that the individual has absolutely no lack of willpower. Their ability to follow complex systems is spectacular. This chart shows the true horror. As system efficiency climbs, life alignment drops into the negative. They utilize incredible skill to accelerate down a misaligned path. As efficiency climbs, the gap widens between who they are and their actions' destination. That constant societal validation actively reinforces this gilded cage. It makes the individual terrified to dismantle their perfect system, because doing so means finally addressing the broken foundation underneath. To be clear, the core science mapped out in Atomic Habits is entirely real. It is effective, and it is certainly not a scam. Small micro-decisions possess genuine power, and adopting identity-based habits, performing the actions of the person you want to become, successfully rewires the brain over time. But there is a crucial prerequisite. Before you interrogate yourself over whether a specific habit is good, or whether your morning routine is fully optimized, you have to stop and ask a much colder question. What exact shape of life is this ultimate efficiency actually serving? It is entirely possible to maintain iron discipline, yet wake up every single day walking further and further away from your authentic self. Avoid being blinded by the polished magic of productivity books to endure a situation that needs to end. Optimizing a broken path only turns you into a smoother running version of a prolonged mistake, a mistake you should have abandoned long ago. That is the premise of the human canon. We dissect revered, massive books as weapons to challenge blind ambition, false discipline, and the exhausting price we pay to achieve them. Follow the series as we put many more sacred texts of productivity on trial, stripping away the optimized illusion to find the genuine truth underneath.